Hey clouds, long time no see. Today we're going to be building realistic apartments for our town in Bloxburg. So earlier in this series, I have talked about building apartments in various places in the town. And look at this town, guys. Technically, it is still winter, so I'm still in the winter vibe, you know. Got the snow still going, got the Christmas tree still going. So I was thinking of doing a few apartments here and there, like here. I wanted to do one here too, and just maybe one over here too, because this is pretty big plot space. But just look at how many spaces we have. It's just like I have so many options. Another thing is I kind of like doing a lot of details and having nice looking apartments, but guys, these plot spaces are literally tiny. Like, I don't know what to do with this. So join me on this journey to make probably the tiniest apartments you've ever seen in your life. Okay, let's get right into it. I low-key want to do one right here, but I feel like this should be like, I feel like this should hold a different spot for something more, you know, suitable next to a movie theater. So I want to do it one right here as well though. So as you can see, this is a pretty big plot space, but this is small for an apartment, so we're gonna have to make it work. I'm a little bit nervous. Let's just start off with deleting the floor. I'm just getting in my head, guys. I'm just a little bit nervous because I just don't know where to start really. Let's build a floor. That's a good starting point. Started with a floor. Good starting point. Now let's do some walls. I have a feeling this is gonna be a very basic rectangle apartment, but it's the outside that really like count, so we gotta try to zhuzh it up. And let's do 3 stories, I guess. That looks pretty good. You get out your apartment and then you can go right on to the Christmas shop, which we're gonna change pretty soon because it's not gonna be winter anymore, sadly, but excitingly, because I'm excited. It's gonna be spring. Spring is great. Let's make a roof for this bad boy. I feel like most apartments have that kind of roof. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna add some balconies now. I'm gonna add it in the 2nd floor because the 3rd floor, I don't know. Or maybe, wait, I have an idea. Maybe we can do it like this. Just have a tiny balcony on each floor. Oh my gosh, I'm not doing that. That's perfect. And then you can get a fence here. I'm just gonna get a random fence for now. But just, you see the vision? The smallest balconies in history. But do you see the vision? Do you see the vision though? Okay. Guys, this looks horrible, but I gotta see it through. Okay guys, let me just see it through. Now let's get some doors. Let's search up what an apartment looks like, because I have completely forgot. I honestly like how they do the rectangle windows in like a box next to the door that leads to the balcony. That's pretty cute, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this just gave me some major inspiration. I'm gonna add some pillars. Something like that. Okay, I'm gonna fix it, but look. Okay, I'm going for like a modern type look, so let's see how this works out. Okay, I just realized that these 2 windows are a part of this full wall section on the 2nd floor, so we're gonna have to delete that. I just don't know what to do to make the door look interesting. Like, it looks very basic right now. Okay, the door does not look good. I don't know what to do, but we're gonna start on the windows for the full building. I think we should use very open windows like this, but just size it down a little bit. Hold on, let me see. Something like that. And then I would like a sliding door for the balconies, but I don't see any that's like... Oh, actually, yeah, we can use this. Perfecto. Hey, guys, I'm not gonna lie, this looks really ugly. But we're gonna change the fences. Okay, with the fences changed, I'm having a little bit of hope. You just gotta see it through, okay? Trust the process. I'm gonna change up the exterior for a bit and then I'll show you guys. Okay guys, so this is pretty much the exterior. I'm gonna fix it a little bit up, but it's kind of looking good. Like, give me a pat on the back, period. Okay, to get my mind off of this apartment, even though it looks pretty good so far, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm gonna start building the exterior of another apartment. So I have an idea. I really want to have one right here, but I just don't know how it would interact because this is the end of the plot, you know what I mean? So let's figure that out really quick. I'm just gonna build a random little floor right here. I'm gonna delete these blue fences too. It's like you can't even place windows or anything if it's at the end of the plot. So I'm a little nervous. Oh, you can. Okay, period. I love that. So I want to go kind of for a hangover style. I'm gonna show you guys what I mean because it's pretty modern and I like it. So I'm just gonna go within this little square, which is actually outrageous how small that is. Oh no. I wanted to do this kind of like hangover style. Like there's a main base that's like one block under it. I don't know how to explain it, but the main entrance would be so small. I don't know if I could do that. Maybe I can go for something like this, a little bit indented, and then the two sides are like protruded. Let's try that because I like this one too. So let's delete this and okay, not bad, not bad. I kind of like that. Okay, for the windows, they're like exactly like this, but the thing's on the bottom. But I'm low-key just gonna use these because this is like perfect. And they're honestly just scattered, kind of like that. And then in the middle, it has these really thin windows. But where's the door gonna be? I did not think of that. Let's make the door over here. Wow, guys, call me an architect or whatever because this is cute. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing with this windows on the other side. And now we're gonna add a roof. And it looks like the second apartment is pretty much done. I'm just gonna do all the interiors after I'm done building all of the exteriors. So let's get on to the last and final apartment. Psych! So actually there will be no last and final apartment, but this is what it would look like. I actually decided to delete the third apartment because it was just too high off ground and it just looked really unnatural in the space that I put it in. So I just decided to scrap it all, and totally didn't scrap it because I wanted to do less work or something. But we finished 2 apartments and I finished the exteriors of them, and this is what they look like. So now I'm going to try to color the exteriors of them and then work through the interiors of them, which I'm low-key scared because they are all so small. Okay guys, it is about like 3 months later, so I've made a few changes. So first things first, it was a huge building right here, smack dab in the middle of the plot, and I erased it. I just felt like it was so awkward just having an apartment on high ground. Like, that just seems not safe. I think we should build something else right here, or just not a building. It was just looking really weird being right there. I don't know, but we colored our apartment, so let me show you guys the reveal. Here is the first apartment. I low-key think this is way too basic, but I didn't know how to spice it up. Most apartments just look like bricks, you know what I'm saying? So I really like this one though because it has the balconies and it's super cute. So I added like 2 little patio chairs here and like a bike here and a plant, and yeah, that's basically it for this one. And I still need to do a little bit more landscaping. And then we have the one over here, and I think this is super cute. It's looking super duper basic, but the inside is what's gonna really wow everybody, okay? Hopefully, because I didn't know what to add. So speaking of the inside, let's go and do the interior of these buildings. So I know for the first floor, I want this to be like the reception area or like the apartment office or whatever for both buildings. So that's basically what I'm gonna do. This apartment is super duper small, but I feel like we can make it work. And that's also the problem with these apartments, they're really small, like, oh my gosh. But let's get into the reception. So I don't really know how those look. Okay, so I don't really know what to do with this, but I think I'm gonna do a desk here and then section off this wall so it's like mailboxes, and I have no idea what to put here, but let's figure it out. Hey Cloud, so beyond that point with the mailboxes, literally all of my footage got deleted. So basically, now I'm just showing you guys a little bit of the process of decorating the interior from both apartments, and really I just wanted to make this feel like really realistic and homey and make the most out of the small space that I was working with, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, you guys are gonna see later in the video that I had 3 floors for each apartment, and the first floor was like the reception area to check in and all that stuff. Second floor is fully furnished with like a ready to move in and fully furnished place, and then the third floor is the ready to move in, like unfurnished apartment, you know what I'm saying? So I really hope you guys like it. I also want to take this time to mention the Discord. I have put in the description of my videos, my last few videos, a Discord link so you guys can join. Please take advantage of this, and if you really want to have someone to chat with, if you want to join RPs and you want to show your builds or promote your channel or anything like that, please join my Discord. It's in the description of every video. Yeah, I would really love for you guys to join because I want to start doing giveaways and events and all that things, and updating you guys about the YouTube and Bloxburg. Come chat with me and my friends, you know what I'm saying? And also, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you subscribe because we're almost at 700 subscribers. Like, I can't believe it. But yeah, don't forget about the Discord. please and thank you. So let's go right back into the video. Okay guys, the moment you've been waiting for. I really hope you liked that little bit of footage I got because my footage kept deleting. Oh my gosh. But now let's tour the first apartment. So the exterior, I think I showed you guys this already, but here's how it looks on the outside. I really love it. I think I'm gonna make some few changes in the future, but right now I'm liking the outcome. Okay, so I built the reception room off camera. I had all of these ideas and stuff like that, but it just deleted. But let's get right into it. So this is the reception or the entrance. I think it's very simple. I think I could do a little bit more to it, but I don't know, I like it. This is where the person checks you in if you're like, you know, a visitor or whatever. And then this is where you get all the mail. And look guys, I added security cameras. It's like super cool. Let's actually check the security cameras right now. Ooh, okay, so this is outside the other building. This is the inside of the second one. This is the outside of this building. This is by the mail. Wow, this actually looks so cool. Oh my gosh. And then that's me. Ooh, that's me. Look. Okay, that's super cool. But yeah, it just adds a little bit more realism to the whole complex, you know what I'm saying? So let's get into the first apartment. So we're gonna go up to floor 2. So this is the first apartment. I really like how I decorated this one. Like the kitchen, it really is screaming realistic. I used mostly Bloxburg items when I could have used decals, but I just used decals for the flowers because I thought it would look a little bit nicer than the Bloxburg flowers. But I really love how it is. It's such a tiny kitchen, but it all fits everything perfectly. Then by the living room, I have this little thing where you can put your keys, little workout stuff, and I have this very nice couch. I love this couch. I think this couch is so underrated, but we're not gonna talk about that. And just a nice little living entertainment space. And then you guys saw the balcony. I just got a bike and a plant. Super small, super cute. Now let's go into the first room. Well, the only room. So here is the room of this apartment. I really like the color scheme that I did in this room. It's super cute. And I feel like it's a little bit bright, but you know, I'm gonna fix that later. So yeah, I feel like I made it super personal, very cute, you know. There's nothing much to it though. So now let's go into the bathroom. The bathroom is super small, but it does the job, you know what I'm saying? It has the shower, and then that's basically all that you need to fill up your mood. And I added some extra clutter over here. So yeah, so getting out of this apartment, obviously you saw that I made each apartment complex 3 floors. So in the 3rd floor, I just added everything that apartment needs, but I didn't add any furniture. And it's kind of like someone's getting ready to move in. So I added the kitchen and some boxes here. This can be an entertainment space or whatever. This is the room. I really love how the sun is shining in here. It looks so nice. And then this is the bathroom. And just pretend that there's bathroom stuff in here because I literally forgot. But yeah, it's just like someone's freshly moving inside of this apartment, which is pretty cool. And then the balcony just has 2 chairs. So now let's get ready to go across the street to the second apartment complex. I think my favorite thing about this whole thing is the security cameras. Like, it's so fun messing with the security cameras. And also decorating the whole apartment. It was so fun. Here is the exterior of the second apartment. I really kind of don't like this exterior. I think I'm gonna fix it in the future when I, you know, up my skills a little bit. But it doesn't look bad for what it is. So going inside, here's the reception. I really love it. Super simple. I'm kind of going like a black, gray, and white theme. And it doesn't have a computer in here. And then over here is where the mail is. Super small. It's smaller than the other one because it didn't really have that much space to work with. But yeah, so now let's go into the first apartment. Okay, this apartment is way smaller than the one across the street, but I made it work and I really like how it came out. I really like how I did this backsplash for the oven. Like, that's very cute to me. And it's basically a tight squeeze, but you got the fridge to make the food, you got the counter space. stove, everything that you need. And then I added this little shelf for like a pantry basically. And yeah, and over to the right is the first room. So this room is really basic, just has a bed and a little clothing rack and a TV because there's not enough space for an entertainment center in this apartment. So yeah, I really like the colors. I really like the colors that I used though. Then across from that is the bathroom. Super tight squeeze, but it's still a super cute bathroom and it's fully functional. And basically like the other apartment, for the 3rd floor, I just made it ready to move in. Just put everything that the apartment needs. This one is super dark because I basically did not want to have any more bills. Guys, my bills are literally $4,000 for this town. And imagine when I'm finished with it. Like, it's probably gonna be like $10,000 altogether. But this layout is a little bit different from the first one. So I just have the kitchen with some boxes, the fridge is right here. I really like this kitchen layout though. It has a little bit more space than the first one. So yeah, then right here I have a bathroom with actual bathroom stuff inside instead of like the other one. And then right here is a bedroom with some natural lighting inside. So yeah, that was the 2nd apartment. Now I wonder how I would have done the 3rd apartment, even though I didn't, do it because it was just in such an awkward place. I feel like it would have been really fun to decorate that one too. But that is it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed me suffering and figuring out how to furnish these very small apartments. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. I think this apartment is my favorite because it's a lot more spacious, but I also like how I decorated this one more. So let me know in the comments because I would love to hear what you guys think. Stay tuned for the next video by subscribing and putting your post notifications on, and make sure you join the Discord, it's in the description, and subscribe to my 2nd channel for role plays, which is also in the description. And I will see you all next time. Bye.